Next player, I gotta get to the money, see you later. Woo-hoo. I gotta get to the money, see you later. Woo-hoo. La-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da. I gotta get to the money, see you later.
3, 2, 1.
I'm your host, Jinx the Machine, and welcome to my podcast, Off the Clock, On the Craft, where we discuss the reality of being a professional creative and having a regular 9 to 5. And today, my guest is Yesenia Ozuna. I said that right?
Yes, you
Okay,
did.
yay!
Yes. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being on the show.
Of
I'm
course.
very happy that you're here.
Of course.
So, before we get into everything, what's your 9 to 5?
My 9 to 5 is I am a theater educator. I teach at, do I have to say what school?
No.
All right, I wouldn't
Not
recommend.
at all.
Yep.
No.
I teach at a performing arts school and I teach high school
Okay.
children theater. I also direct the shows there. So yeah, I'm not like a regular teacher. I think I'm 9 to 5 is non-existent. I think it's more so like 7:45 to 11 a.m. I mean, yeah, 12 a.m. at night. So yeah.
What's your professional career?
I
Or
am
creative profession?
my
maybe.
creative profession. I'm an actor and I'm also a director. I actually am directing my first professional show
Really?
in September. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that, or is it?
No. I am directing a play. It's called African Mean Girls. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Oh, I've actually directed it before at the school, but just to be directing it on a professional level with adults is going to be very interesting. Yeah, and I'm doing it with a theater called Bravo Theater.
Okay.
And it's so interesting. I actually know them because I went to school with the founders and
Oh,
the
nice.
artistic director and everything. So they were like, yeah, we want to keep it in the family. So they was like, oh, let me find Yesenia so she can direct this all girls play. And I was
Nice.
like, okay, good.
I like the stuff that you directed. It's always like a creative spin on what I've seen before.
Oh, thank you.
From what I've seen, what you've done with children. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with adults. I'm
Yeah.
sure that'll be even more.
I'm nervous.
Really?
I'm nervous.
Why? I think kids are like not harder.
You know what? Kids is just so much more like impressionable.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I think adults is more like, oh, I already got it already. So like, what can this? And you know, probably the people that I cast is probably gonna be older than me, and I don't want them to look at me and be like, girl, this young girl, this is her first time doing it. You know, it's very intimidating in a sense, but
Yeah.
I'm not.
I
Can,
mean,
can we cuss?
yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not a pussy, so like, you know, I'll go ahead and do whatever I need to do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would find that interesting because considering, although you were working with children,
Mhm.
you're also kind of working with their parents, the other staff members
Yeah.
who are also older than you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think you got this in the bag. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. I think you got this in the bag.
Yeah, I think so too. Wish me luck.
What has life been like for you recently? What are you like outside of creating?
So life for me, which is very interesting. I'm a random person. I'm a very random person. I do the most random things. I'm actually in school. Yeah, I'm in school. I'm getting my MSW, my master's in social
Ooh.
work. Yeah, I want to be. At first, I was like, I want to be a behavioral therapist because
I remember you saying that. And
Yeah.
I was like,
random. And it's so interesting because the students, you have to be their teacher, their therapist, they're all these things,
Mhm.
right? So I was like, I got a knack for, I don't know if this is a word, therapeuting people. I just made it up. But I have a knack for kind of like, you know, allowing people to vent to me. And I'm just offering the best advice that I possibly can. So I was just like, it's not that I just do it with students. I actually do it with, you know, my close friends and adults around me. So I was like, maybe I could do this therapy thing. So I'm actually starting my internship soon with an organization that specializes in play therapy, which is art expression therapy. So, so
I was gonna say that is pretty adjacent. Every time I've done anything with theater, it's been very therapeutic.
Mm-hmm.
Very. So
That's what it
that
is.
actually tracks.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what art is. Therapy.
Hmm.
Like being able to hone in on your individual emotions, being able to sort them out, make sense of it through your art. So I think art and healing aligns. So
When it comes to this topic, it's very important to have your own experiences outside of art so that you can create more art.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
anytime I've had a block, it's just like I haven't been experiencing shit. I've just been focused on this one thing. So now it's time to go back into the real world and do something else.
Sometimes I think my problem is it's not that I'm not experiencing nothing, it's just that I don't want to think about that. So I'm very my healing mechanism is definitely disassociation. So I always disassociate, which is not good because it doesn't allow me to be the creative that I am. So
yeah, you gotta like go through it.
Attack
That's
it.
the only way.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you're a theater person because you don't have a choice if you're gonna like really do that. You have to.
I know. Name of the game is vulnerability. So
that's where I am in my life, is being vulnerable
It's
and being
hard.
comfortable with the uncomfortability. That is the toughest thing I've done
It's not
yet.
an easy task.
Because it involves other people too. It's not just you. And I think that's part of the vulnerability. It's like, I know I got problems.
Okay.
But now I'm like, I know that they know I got problems.
Okay, I got hella problems. Okay.
But it's okay. It's normal. I'm saying that, but even I'll be like, it's not okay. I'm tired of this. Who are you outside of your art? Can you pinpoint when art became tied to your identity?
Okay, so you're going to probably have to remind me of the second question. So the first question is, who am I outside of the art? Who am I? I am... We can cuss, right?
Yes.
Okay. I gotta ask again. I'm a fucked up individual. I'm fucked up. I got a lot of fucking problems. I am a broken little girl that's trying to operate or figure out womanhood or enter womanhood. I really don't even think that I am in my full woman. So that's in itself is a difficult task. Navigating womanhood, trying to figure out what that looks like for me. I'm just a woman that is trying to heal herself, trying to figure out my place in this world. Yeah.
From knowing you,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I know, and I hate when people say that to me. I'll be like, but how you carry yourself, I think owning those parts that you don't know yet and that you're figuring out is what makes you seem even more confident and even more of who you are.
I think when people always say, like, you're so confident and so sure of yourself, I always be like, girl, what? I am not. I'm very insecure. I just don't allow myself to wear my insecurities, and I think that's the difference. So I'm not around here not dressing up because I don't feel pretty, and I'm not the one that's not taking a risk on whatever I want to take a risk on because people have told me I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna do it.
Still gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm still gonna try. Like,
you gotta do it scared, do it insecure, do it, fuck it. It's like,
yes. I'd rather take a risk on something that I want to do, and make the most of it instead of like operating in fear and always have that thought, oh well, what if I would have just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that no more.
I feel that.
Or ever. Yeah.
Same. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Can you pinpoint when art became tied to your identity? Is it tied to your identity?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I'm just like, I'm sitting here like thinking, is art my identity? Because I have so many identities. I am the one. I literally was just talking to my homegirl yesterday. Well, not my homegirl, just somebody I went to school with, and I was talking to her, and she was like, "Dang, you doing some good things. You doing this, da da da. I be seeing you doing your thing," and I just be like, "What the fuck am I doing?" And I was like, and then I thought about it. I was like, I'm doing some random shit. Like, I'm doing random things, whatever comes to my mind, whatever is in my heart.
That's how you gotta be.
Yeah. So like I said, in school to be a damn therapist, like random shit.
It's very adjacent though. All the stuff I've seen you do, it's like it makes sense. That's you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really feel like it don't. I feel like it's random. I feel like if you look on people's Instagram and you see that they have a clear direction of where they're going. When I see my Instagram, I just be like, yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know what's going on.
You know, I'm writing out a reintroduction for my Instagram because I'm like, I'm not gonna choose. Fuck it. And there's so many other people who can attest to that. Like, I like to travel. I like to have fun. I like to party. But I also am a creative, and I'm also like pro-Black. And that's me. And you're following my page for me, not for just a brand of this one niche thing that I'm doing. You're going to follow me because it's me. These are the moments that I want to share. I'm getting back to the basics. Now we're seeing with the whole content creation, it's like people start out, you know, we like them for one thing. Then the next thing you know, all we're seeing them do is sell ads. Fuck that. I'm not doing that. That's part of why I'm not quitting my 9 to 5 anytime soon. I refuse to go from having like one boss to having millions from the followers. I'm not doing that. So you get what you get. I'm posting what I want to post. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. If you don't, you don't. And I'm going to continue to reintroduce myself. And I decided that yesterday officially.
Oh, that's good advice. That is really good advice, actually.
Thanks.
Sometimes I be feeling like, I be like, where am I going? Where am I going with this? What
Every
am I
day.
doing?
I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Every day.
So I need to hear that. Allowing myself to be reintroduced.
Every era. I don't care. If it happens every year, who cares? And especially like with social media and seeing older Black women over like doing interviews and stuff throughout the industry, I'm like, they're constantly finding themselves. You never stop. It's never ending. I saw the musical last night with the students at the elementary school.
Oh yeah.
And they were like, when we get older, it'll be more clear. And I was like, no,
it's not. It gets even more blurry.
Even more. If anything, I'm trying to go back to when I was a kid and just like, it was a little more simple.
That was easy. I knew exactly what I wanted to do.
Clear as day.
Yes, I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I knew what direction I was going in. But then when you get older, it's like a lot of things come into play. It's bills. Woo! Holla at me on the bills. Holla at me on the bills.
When I say I'm sick,
I'm sick to
I'm
my
like,
stomach.
Fuck it. Like I just got to do what I want because I'm not just gonna go to work and then come home. I can't live like that.
I can't live like that. But it's crazy because that's how our parents were. You know what I mean? That's all they knew. Once you had a kid, all right, dream's over. All right, I gotta go ahead and feed these kids. So let me go work at on the plantation and do what I need to do. And
Heavy on the plantation.
And so then they look up and then they're 60 years old, retiring from the plantation, and they just like, God damn,
so
where
what
did
else
my life
am I?
go?
What else? Yeah. Even that, like even people who don't consider themselves creatives, who are you outside of your job?
Yeah.
Even seeing my mom now as she's gotten older and she's like lived more of her life, she sees my sister and I who at the same age that we are, she had like 3 kids by then. And so she's like,
what? God damn.
I can't even.
What, in this economy?
I said, can y'all even see me with one? I don't even know how y'all doing that. But she's like living vicariously through us. And I think that's also inspiring other older generations who didn't have the same lifestyle that we have to like start traveling. It's never too late. Like start finding out who you are outside of your job and outside of even being a creative.
My daddy still don't want to travel. That nigga is worrying about paying taxes. Like he trying to pay back his taxes. I say, Daddy, go on a cruise or something with your girlfriend or something. He like, nah, baby, I owe $2,000 in taxes. I can't go. I'm like, damn. And meanwhile, I can have a whole bill due, and I'd be like, all right, well, let's go to Thailand.
Let's go get some drinks. Let's go party. Like, I don't give a damn. I can't. I literally can't. Every vacation I've gone on recently was last minute, and I was like, I don't know how I'm paying for this. And it gets paid for. It gets paid for every time, one way or another.
Girl, my happiness is more important. I'm prioritizing me being happy because what I'm going to this job every day and being sick to my stomach and not be able to live my life in its entirety, I refuse to.
I can't. Yeah. I can't do it. Even though it is, again, it's scary.
Yeah.
I'll be like, damn, I really do got to pay this bill.
No, fuck it.
I do be paying my bill. Okay, now student loans.
Nah. Trump. You ain't never gonna get that.
Never.
Fuck yeah. Never ain't gonna get that. So please, please stop it.
I do not care. Now, the rest of my bills,
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty good. I'm good on that.
Yeah.
But student loans, very irresponsible.
Yeah.
Don't give a damn.
Yeah. I'm gonna defer. Even jump back into school so I wouldn't have to pay. Just to
I'll
take
just
out
keep
more
going
loans.
back.
I'm slow.
The blind leading the blind.
Don't
listen
me.
to us.
Yeah. Don't follow me. Just
Pay your bills.
Yeah, pay your bills.
All of them.
Student loans
Except the
included.
student loan.
No,
Okay.
no.
We kind of already touched on this, but if you would like to expand, like, does fear motivate you or exhaust you?
Oh Lord, it can be both.
Yeah,
I do have moments where I do feel like, why am I not doing this? Why am I not taking a chance on this? Why am I not? And then I just be like, then some days I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and honestly, I'm fearless when I'm by myself. I'm fearless when I'm not in a relationship. I'm fearless when I don't talk to a lot of friends. I just be like, I gotta go for it.
Less opinions.
Yeah.
Less consideration.
Yeah.
I don't have the pressure of feeling like I'm being selfish either.
Yeah.
It's all about me anyway
Yeah.
if I'm by myself, so I don't even have to choose.
Yeah, I'm in a journey of, and I was just talking about this on my close friends. I'm in a journey of like operating out of my solitude brain, because I have this thing where like sometimes I can operate in my lonely brain, and then my lonely brain forces me to like attach to people and talk to people. I feel like I need to talk to people because I'm lonely. And so I'm in a space of like I'm operating out of solitude. Like I'm alone for a reason.
Yeah.
People stop talking to me for a reason. I stopped talking to people for a reason. So I think more so right now, fear doesn't exist in my arena right now. I'm just doing all the things that I know I can do, and hopefully I can just be better at it. So
I like that. Yeah. Ever feel like you're living different versions of yourself, like craft versus job versus the random stuff that you do?
Do I feel like I'm living different versions?
I mean, you kind of already said.
I'm live a whole another life.
Yeah.
I have you know about me. You know, I do an activity or extracurricular activity called I would say ballroom.
Katrina.
Whereas like I don't know, that's just like adult pageantry to me.
Katrina.
She's really good at it, by the way. Like literally.
Katrina.
She's always winning shit too.
Undefeated.
Yeah. Can I put some pictures?
Here comes the hurricane, bitch. Oh, here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Of course, you can. But like I'm in ballroom, so like I feel, and I created a whole different identity with that. Like my ballroom name is Yoko, so like even with that,
and that tracks. I don't know how or why, but
well, I was obsessed with Yoko Ono and John Lennon. I used to really like. I used to be a weird girl, and I used to be obsessed with them, and they're protesting and like stuff like that, and they had this big protest that I was like very interested in called the Bad Peace, and I forgot what war was going on. I think it was the Vietnam War, some war that was going on, and then they stayed in bed for like X amount of days, and so anyway, just to make a statement of just being still, and how being still equates to being peaceful and all of this stuff. So I was very, very obsessed with John Lennon and Yoko Ono, and just what Yoko Ono meant to John Lennon, and how she was ultimately his piece. And so now I'm just like, that's who I want to be for the world. You know what I mean? I want to be, you know what I mean?
An inspiration.
And I want to inspire people. I want to be someone's piece. I want to be even if it's in a smaller platform, or even if it's not in a large, if me and you conversing right now is giving you some type of peace, I think I'm fulfilled in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it definitely is.
Yeah.
I also know that your students definitely see you as an inspiration.
I'm not their piece. I'm not my students' piece. But I hope to be an inspiration.
You'd be surprised, especially by the time they like go into their own adulthood. I look back at all my teachers like, oh yeah, they're part of the reason why I am.
Oh,
Like
yes.
a huge part of why I am the way I am.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
maybe not right now. But.
Okay. Shout out to my drama teacher, Miss Charlotte Seward. That she just recently passed away, but I want to let everyone know the impact that she had on my life. If I would have never met that woman, I would have never been the woman that you see today. So I'm just so grateful.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
shout
out to her.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think would happen to you emotionally if you never made another art piece again? Or participated in art?
I would die.
Case closed.
Emotionally,
literally.
I probably would die, and I don't condone suicide and all that stuff, but like I would literally die. Like
Yeah.
and it wouldn't even have to be in no suicidal. Like literally, my body cannot take that.
I don't even have a choice. It would be a slow, painful death.
Yeah. And all I was experiencing what the world has to offer me today. No, I can't do it. I wouldn't be able to live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you respect yourself outside of art?
Hell yeah. After all the shit that I do, yeah, I respect myself because it takes. I be going through it. Being an educator is not easy.
Oh yeah.
I be going the fuck through it, and sometimes it takes you to a place where sometimes I feel like not myself. Sometimes I feel like a punching bag. Sometimes I feel like I have to transform into this person that I don't even recognize anymore. Like just all for the sake of pleasing or adhering to. I just feel so confined by my job. I feel like I'm in a cage.
Yeah, I feel that.
I have moments where I'm free and I have an ability to do certain things, but if I can be my full artistic self in that space, I think I would be a lot happier to stay in that space. But I'm not my full artistic self. So but I respect myself. I respect myself for all the things that I've experienced with being an educator and how I'm able to sit up there and still continue to do what I'm doing despite all the things that's happening around me.
And do it well.
Yeah.
Again, because the productions, literally, I was there before. I've seen the evolution, especially because I've gone to that school.
Yeah.
So I've seen different theater teachers, and for you to come in, especially so young, too, and do it,
they don't
and
know.
do it very well.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, this woman is a problem. I love it. I love it.
They didn't see it. They didn't
Oh
see
yeah,
it for me.
they were waiting for you to
believe,
feel like, oh, she gonna need help. She gonna need this. She gonna need that. And you stepped in and did your biggest one.
Okay, and carry that thing on my back.
Oh yeah.
Now that I have a great counterpart, now it's just yeah. We gonna take it up.
Oh yeah, y'all already have.
Yeah.
I know y'all have been winning awards and being invited places.
Hell yeah.
See, even when I try to keep it away from the art, it's like,
yeah,
you can't.
Yeah,
Can't.
it's who I am.
If you had to introduce yourself and you weren't allowed to mention your art, your job, or anything you've created, how would you describe yourself?
Wow. How would I describe myself?
Yeah.
And this is so crazy that I'm thinking about this. Okay, say the question again.
If you had to introduce yourself and you weren't allowed to mention your art, your job, or anything you've created, how would you describe yourself?
I would like to say I am. Damn, that's hard because I have different sizes to me, so I'm a layered gal.
Okay, layered. There we go.
Layered. Okay.
Look
I'm
at
a
you,
layered
figuring it
gal.
out.
Okay. That bitch. Let's not forget. I'm
Can't.
that bitch.
Literally can't.
You know. Off camera, he was like, yeah. He agreed.
You can tell you don't even know it, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, That bitch. Easily. Okay.
Yeah, he trying to. Okay, but that bitch. I want to say I am the inspiration. Cause even though I just sometimes I feel so small, but then again, things happen and I be like, oh, people know that, people recognize that, and sometimes people be like, I saw you and you inspired me and you did this. I'm just like, I'm just a regular gal, so but I always thought the more fame, the more of an inspiration you have, and that may be true. But you can also be an inspiration just walking in the streets, like an inspiration, and the answer. I am the answer. You know what I mean?
I like
People
that.
don't know that yet, but they will come to know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like that. Period.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So any last words to yourself or to anybody who will be viewing this episode on anything you want to say? What's on your heart?
So I want to say, because I struggle with this myself, and I want everybody to know, like, a lot of people out there, especially the people that I went to school with, the people that I know, work is work, and I understand that we have a life to live, and eventually we had to grow up in a sense, but never lose that side of you that makes you happy. And creating it's a difficult task sometimes, but it can also be simple. Creating could be something as small as you journaling, writing down your thoughts every day, or shit, go to Dollar Tree and get you a canvas and just paint some random shit. Just the other night I was rapping about manatees. Yeah, people don't know that I can rap.
You got bars.
I do.
I can see that.
I do. I be in the house like da da da. I really be just in there and just doing random shit. And I think after everything is over with, and I sit down and I go to sleep and I wake up, I be like, wow, I'm fulfilled. You know what I mean? So just
you got that off your chest.
I was like, yes. It's like, don't be afraid to find that little kid again, that where you wasn't confined by all these rules and all these ways of living. Like, find your inner child, because they are dying. They are dying. And yeah. I wouldn't be nothing if I didn't have my inner child still speaking to me. So
yeah. Heavy on the inner child and not the actual.
Yeah. Don't
That's
be
a whole nother layer.
Yeah, don't. Poor people, please do not procreate. Like, why are we doing that? Like, there is the rich and there is the poor. And if you are not existing in the rich, now I'm not mean hood rich, I mean in the rich, okay? Do not try to procreate. But then again, y'all do whatever y'all want to do.
Not for real.
Yeah.
What's new? What's coming out? And where can we find you on social media if you want to be found?
Oh, okay. What's new? What's coming out? So I spoke about did I speak about my directing the show? Okay, so I'm directing my show at Bravo Theater in September. That's when it opens. I don't know the exact dates, but I'm doing that. And I am also, what else am I doing?
You've been writing.
I have been writing. I wrote a script. Now, am I going to produce it? I don't know. But I also have a film already that's out. It's 5 Pounds of Pressure. And that was produced by Drunken Noodles production company. And what else? What else do I have going on? I don't know.
When's the next ballroom show?
See, it's always a ball, okay? It's always a ball. But when I'm walking, I don't know. You know, not everybody can get the experience, okay? Not everybody can have the Yoko experience. So, yeah. But I think maybe you'll probably catch me outside probably June.
June, okay.
Maybe. I be lying. Probably April.
It's going to be next week.
Okay.
I'll see her story like, this motherfucker just really out here performing, didn't send the nothing,
random,
just out here.
Just doing random shit.
She a whole superstar and just refuses to really
Y'all, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, I'm a very insecure person. So, like, I like to keep it private because I don't want to disappoint anyone.
I feel it.
You know, I hate to disappoint. That's my biggest fear. What else do I have going on? That's about it for now. And you can find me on Instagram at itgirl, ITGIRL, Yoko, YOKO. And Facebook, Yesenia Ozuna, YESENIA, last name Ozuna, OZUNA. And yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for being
you.
on the show. I really, really appreciate it.
I had
and
a
I had
great
a
time.
Likewise. Likewise. Hopefully we can have you back again.
Of course.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. See y'all next time. All right. Yay. And,
Well, that was good.
And we did it.